Okay, folks, back to it. Now, I haven't been painting in a wee while. I just haven't been feeling the best, so I took a little mental health break. But now I'm back, and here I am, trying to do me bits. Right, so I'm going to be using today. It's kind of a warm up, getting back into the flow type of thing. So, excuse me now. Right, so all this is a quick painting today, just to get the juices flowing again. Get me ready for another spout of painting. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I forgot to put out a little bit of black, but maybe not needed. I've got plenty of darks here. Okay, a little bit of liquid in there just to help it move. So let's get in the base here, just moving that brush around, creating a landscape at the base here. I'm moving that brush around to create texture. Now, I maybe will want to put out a bit of black here. We'll see. We'll see. I'm okay with it as it is for the time being. And as I say, just dancing that around. Now, you'll not see it so much on the camera, but there will be a lot of texture in this whenever you're looking at it up close in the photograph. In the photograph? What's a photograph? In the photograph. Now, I'm going to create a little bit of space here for some water. Not much, just a little touch. Just create the idea here. Let me see. Just playing with it. There we go. Okay. Now, it isn't as dark as I want it to be for the time being, but... Hi folks, just a wee quick announcement. I've started one of those new member thingy-majigs. I would really appreciate your support. It helps the channel and it helps me. Just click the wee join button below the video. It's only a couple of quid a month. Anyway, thanks folks, it's very much appreciated. And now let's get back to it. Still plenty of time. Still plenty of time. Only just started. So I'm just having a wee look around here for some brushes. Nice deep red sunset I'm going for today. Properly red. Okay, so that's cadmium red and some cadmium yellow. I'm just putting this up along here, and then I will mix a purplish color into this before I go up into the sky. I'm only add a little bit to the sky, not much though. So changing brushes continually. No need to tell you the name of the brushes. They're not expensive brushes. They're just ordinary brushes, and they're quite old as well. I use them and use them and use them. Right, so up into the sky here, a little bit of cerulean blue, tiniest bit of yellow to help grey that out and green it out. A little bit more of a, what do you call that, ultramarine blue, put some of the sky in it, and a touch red. A touch of that red, there we go, a bit too much. Oh, a bit too much, not happy with that. Okay. There we go, getting happier now. A little bit of yellow, just to really grey that out. Now, a little bit more. There we go. It's not bad now. Getting happy. A lot of liquid in there. Just a... Let me see. No, it's a bit too... What's the problem with it? A little bit of... What do you call that? Raw umber. A little bit more yellow. I think it's... a little bit more blue. And let's see where this takes us. And a little bit more white. And plenty of liquid. Yeah. Happier with this now. Yeah, that's more like it for me. More grey. I want a good grey in it, so I do. Okay. Now I'm just going to patch it up over in here and over there, and adding a little bit here and a little bit there. Just trying to keep it nice and textured. and loose. Okay. And not to smooth it out just yet. If I want it smoothed out, I can come along much later and have a go at doing that. But for the time being, let's just play. All right, let's see where we are now. Where's that red brush? Let's get that again. Bringing that up into the sky there. That's not bad now. And then bringing the sky down into it. A little bit of play here and there, back and forward. A little bit of play, back and forward. All right, now a nice deep blue. Nice deep grey blue for the base here, as it meets the landscape. So, ultramarine, some cadmium to get that nice velvety color. Now I want this kind of greyish as well. So raw umber, more blue, and I'll take some of this. Now it's far too saturated. That is far too saturated. So what greys out a violet? Good yellow greys out a violet. Now you want too much, and I have put down too much. Okay. So a little bit of the raw umber too. There we go. Look at how grey that is. That's nice. A little bit darker maybe. A little bit of that red as well. Let me see. Oh, that's good. That's nice. It's quite dark. And along here. Now, a little bit of liquid. Just help it dry a bit faster. So let me just taking a moment to myself here. I want to make sure that I'm getting it right. There we go. Nice and gently now, just working it up into this area up here. Nice and gentle. There we go. Now, what I don't want, which I don't have, I don't want this an arc type thing happening here, just along here, but it hasn't happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bit of a sharper brush. If I can find one, where's my sharp brushes? Right, one here will do. Will it? No. No. This one will do. A bit beat up. That's not good enough. Alright, okay. So let me see. Different plan. I'll just clean this brush off. Just give it a bit of a wipe. That was a sky brush. Just a bit of a wipe. Just want some of this base coming in, like lines coming across this beautiful this red right across there, like so. You see? And you see him here. Okay, that's all right now, isn't it? I'm all right with that. Okay. Okay. And now, let's wipe a little bit of it off. Just here. Bring this down a touch. All right, a bit. Okay. Now, And just get myself a round brush here just to play with what I've got. And we'll get a little bit of orange in this now, just for the different looks, the different textures of this sunset. There we go. And just going to place it here. Very good. Don't want to mix it with the blue that I've put down. It'll become too green. There, look at that. That's okay now. Look at that. A little bit more up here. Just along there. Okay. Now back to some of this sky color. Have to wash the brush again, or clean it off. Not washing it, just wiping it off with the kitchen towel. And bringing this up to here. Let me see now. There we go. That's nice. Bit of white, just to lighten it, just that touch. I don't want it mixing too much with this blue up here. It'll turn a green on me, and I'm not sure that I want that. All right. Now, as you can see, that landscape, by putting this dark sky in with a good sunset, has now made this light. You see how light this is, because this has become. So I'm going to put a little bit of black. If I can find my black, where it be? Okay. What I will do before I go any further, actually, Microsoft Defender nonsense. Right. Anyway, what I will do is I'll put this water in before I go any further, while I have it on my palette here. Okay, now let me see. A little bit redder. A little bit redder. Nice. No. As I'm coming down, I want this to get a bit brighter and get a bit of that sky in it as well. This sky here. What I think I need to do, folks, actually, is sneeze. But I'll give myself a moment to see. You feel a little bit of an itch in my nose. Look at that. Just scrape that on, folks. Try not to be too careful, you know, because that level of care, especially at this stage, kind of gives you it makes it a bit too safe. You know? Well, let me just reshape this a bit here. Now, I've got the black out. So, let's do our thing then. Let me see. Where are we? What are we doing? A bit of a smaller flat brush. Now, I want this nice and warm. So some black, some raw umber, some red, cadmium red, a little bit of yellow, and some blue, ultramarine blue, just to make things nice and dark at the base here, just down in here. And I'm just going to dance this about because I don't want to completely cover that up. I want some lighter patches, which I will also do by adding kitchen roll to it and lifting it off the canvas. So I'm just dancing you see I'm dancing the brush around here. Just trying being a wee bit careful along the edges here. Now, as you see, as I say, just dancing that about. Trying to maintain the shape of that water somewhat. Okay. As I'm moving up, a bit brighter, a little bit yellow, a little bit of oxide red, some, what do you call that again? Fine detail, some liquid fine detail. And dancing that around. Important. For me, it's important. I like the idea of the more you dance your brush around, the less inclined you are for it to become repetitive. It's very hard to repeat a dancing brush, but it's very easy to repeat this stroke over and over and over and over again. But it's hard to repeat the texture of a dancing brush. You see? Now, what I will do here is just that I have some areas here that I think I'm going to just put in a little bit of a tree, a little bit of a warm tree with the backdrop on that there. And I'll just put this in along here, it was a bit of a focus point along there. Nah, that's nice now, that's nice, that really suits it actually. Put a few smaller ones just along here, just to have them pop up along the way there. Okay, all right now. So, give me some yellow here. And I think I'm just going to, let me just see. I might scrape this off rather than paint it in, but I'm going to paint it in first to see what it's like. Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll just have a wee look at dabbing this off. Okay, now, a bit much of course, but an easy fix. Easier fix that way. A bit of liquid, help the viscosity a touch. Look at that, very nice. And just dancing this about, folks, trying to maintain texture. There we go. All right, now, as I say, this is just going to be a quick one today, folks. But it's also good. I think it's a good lesson as well. It shows you that you don't need hours and hours and hours to put out a nice, pleasant little painting for yourself. You don't need that stuff. You don't need to do it that way. I mean, if you have the hours, of course, spend the time doing it. But if you don't have it, this shows you that you don't need it. See? Okay, now, getting there, folks. Just trying to maintain a bit of a shape on this. Almost there. So spreading the brush out. You see, if you look at the palette over there, I'm just twirling the brush on the palette like so, and it spreads the bristles out. And it's the action. Oh, the action is like this. You spread down. I'm not going to do it on my hand, but you push down on the palette and you twist the brush, and it brings out the bristles. And I'm just going to flick it up into here. That makes it look like a little bit of grass. So now, what do I think? What do I think? Is it dark enough? Is it bright enough? What I will do is I'll get a little bit of kitchen roll and just lift gently. Gently, gently. Barely. Sorry for all the rustling, but barely touching this. And all you can see, now if you were here, you could just see the gentle lift. Oh yes, that really helped actually. That helped a good bit. Now I'm not too keen on the sky. Not for the minute here. It's not too bad though. I'm quite close to it. I think I need this red here. Spread it up a little bit more. Is all. Let me see. Okay, a bit better to my eye anyway. It makes more sense to me that there should be a little bit more red in the sky. Is all. Yeah, that gives it an overall glow. Now, I'm all but finished. There is just a little detail I want to put in here. If I can find that little round brush. Let me see. Now, where did I do? Or is there? Actually, I will use another brush. I found a brush, but then I found another brush that will do better. Just a wee small round brush. And now, what I'm going to do is add a little bit of white. I just want a little bit more light in the sky. Just a little bit more. Barely noticeable. Taking it off the brush. And then just adding the odd bit here and there. Look at that. Just creating some more light in this area. Very nice. All along here too. And then a little bit at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nearly there. But again, hopefully this genuinely, all talking aside, talking the biggest load of nonsense, I hope that this shows you that you can do a 15, 25, 30-minute painting. And then, of course, you come back the next day, you have a wee look at it, and then you add some detail to it. And truthfully, I'm not saying that this is finished, but it might be. I could finish this. I could sell this easily enough. So I could. So, this is a loose painting, finished. And like all loose paintings, every single loose painting in the world, like all loose paintings, you can always add detail to them. Every single loose painting in the world by every artist, you could come along and add detail to it. I mean, you're not going to, but you could. It's up to you where you feel that you want to finish. Very good. Okay, a bit much. Just. All right, okay, folks. Now here's something. Whether I'm going to ruin it or not, I probably am. But we'll see. Stick a little bit of a cloud, gentle, soft cloud, just up in here. Is that dark enough? No, probably not. just along here. I'm just going to soften it in a second. That's all right now, so it is. That's okay now. As I say, I'll come along and soften this in a second. Okay, now around the edges, just open that up a little bit. There we go. There we go. We cloud. And I think, folks, that'll do it. I maybe brighten the water a touch here first before I go. But let me see. Just a touch here. Just to give the eye a little bit of a focal point, and you'll see the bright water, and then the bright water will head you up or lead you up into the sky. That's the point anyway, whether it works or not. Well, if it works, you tell me, eh? Hopefully it does. Okay. Now, just going to knock it back a little touch. Just a touchy, touchy, touch. And then I think I'm going to call it a day. There we go. Touch brighter. And right, that'll do, folks. So thanks for being here. Oh, I've started up one of those little membership things. I don't know if you could feel free to join if you want. I think it's a few quid a month. I'm not quite sure. I think it's 2 or 3 quid a month. I'm unsure. Well, if you could, it would be appreciated. It helps me with this a little bit by paints and canvases and stuff and what have you. Anyway, all the best, folks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.